Wagwan. Welcome back to another episode of Art with C-Mills. You see me? Here I have another art piece for you guys. I don't know what to call it yet, to be honest. But I've already done the inking. I've already done, the sketches and all of that. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is just color, right? Painting. I want to basically show you guys how I paint my art pieces, different styles, because I use various brushes, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I want to show you guys today. All right, so let's get into it, right? All right, so let's create a layer here. Check the layers. Okay, I'm going to create a layer, and this layer is going to be just for the general coloring of this fawn lady hair, you know what I mean? Fawn black woman. All right, so boom, you can pick like a hard brush, right, just to put the base color, right? And I'm guessing I'm gonna work with, hold on, increase size. May need to change the color a tad. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so first I'm gonna select my lasso tool, right? And to just make things run faster, I'm just gonna boom, select all the area here, and I'm gonna be working with in color for this character. So you see, this makes things easier instead of having to brush the whole thing, and you just do that, select that area, you select the bucket tool, and bada boom, bada bang, you know what I mean? Simple pickings. So here now, I'm gonna kind of make my brush a little bit slant, you know what I mean? So I can get in those edges better. I'm going to fill in this area, filling all the area. So this is a way where you can just basically get the base or the base color of the character, especially because this, she's nude. It makes it easier because this is gonna be her skin tone that I'm working with. If it's something where you're gonna have a lot of clothing, stuff like that, you can, block in each section. Like for instance, the pants, you put that in the base color, and then you put if they're wearing a hat, you put the hat in the base color, stuff like that. You can section it off, or you can just put it all in one color and then you put in the detail after, but I'll show you that shortly. But this is what I do. I basically block in the base color here, make sure that it's neatly done. Alright, very neatly. Don't be looking at the rest now, people. Come on, focus. Okay, but yeah, so here you just want to make sure you keep it clean within the lines so that it looks neat and proper. You know what I mean? And trust me, like this part here just takes up, so it makes things much better, much more efficient. There's a time where I used to just brush in the whole thing. I'm like, wait, there must be a faster way, So using that lasso tool really does help with, increasing your speed. And that's important when you're doing art. You need to learn how to do things efficiently but quickly. Again, because especially when you have a client working with, you don't want to be taking too long with an art piece. You don't want to rush it either, because you don't want it to be sloppy, right? You want to make sure that you got the details in, like here, you keep it clean and neat, but at the same time you need to learn how to use the tools that Photoshop has and get shit done quicker. You know what I mean? Right here, I've saved a lot of time just blocking in these colors here. I'm gonna just do this for all of her face. For her hair, I'm gonna do that separately because I'm gonna add some effects to to that, so I'm going to create a separate layer for that. And you can name your layers, you know, name them just to keep them, you know, organized. But you see, I mean, for me that takes up a lot of time and I should be doing it, but I always just keep tabs of it. If I don't know which layer it is, I just shut it off, shut it on to see, you know, which one it is. So I'm just gonna leave up here kind of, because I'm gonna make the hair come forward in front of all this. All right, boom. So that's the base color for the character here, right? Then what you're going to need to do is you're gonna go over here where the layers are, and you're gonna click on this object here which says lock transparent pixels. What this does is basically, when I click on this, boom, let's say I'm gonna change the color to a little bit darker, right? If I am to color outside of it, you realize you're not seeing anything, right? But once I color inside, see, makes things so much easier. Trust me, when I found out this trick, I was like, dang, this makes sense, you know? I was wondering, I had to keep doing the details and making sure, you know, I don't have to worry about that, you know? Anything that doesn't want to be affected doesn't get affected, alright? So, from here, we're gonna want to drop in the shades, alright? Or drop in, you know, highlights and shades, but I usually like to start off with the shades. But let me just add in the color for the eyes here. Oh, you see, the eyes are the heart gateway to the soul, you know. So things just pop once the eyes are colored. Right? And I'm gonna drop a little shadow here, because yes, you know, shadow is gonna be seen under the eye. On top of it, I should say, in the corners. There you go. And her teeth, it's not gonna be a full white because it's, you know, under the lips. And bada boom. Alright, so from here I'm going to start adding the shades. So what you're going to want to do when you're doing shading, there are various ways you can do it, right? You can either block it in with a hard brush, right? So let's say I use, it's a little bit dark, right? And let's say the lighting is coming from, see, because this is lightning here, so the light is going to be coming from the left and a little bit from the right, but mainly from the left here. So I can block in this base color here, and from here you can see it's forming out rather well. You can decide if you want to keep it rough like that, or you want to blend the shading, blend it in so that it looks more smooth, you know, because this is more like a comic book kind of style. But if you want it to be smoother, you can. So what I usually do is I blocking the shades here, alright, the hard brush. So what I'm gonna do is just put in these dark shades. I'm gonna even put even darker shades, but this is just, you know, there for this is like the second shading. But yeah, I'm gonna put darker shades. Alright, and I'm gonna blend after. But as you can see it popping up, right? You realize you can see that the shading is making it seem more, you know, believable. Using it. Focus on here, and then drop in the areas where you need it. Now here's gonna be a little tricky because the light source is coming from all kinds of angles, but that should work. You want a little shadow here because the light is coming from that direction. A little bit under here. So a little rib area. Okay, that's looking nice, boy. You doing not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. Okay, so it's really important that you learn, like, shading and where the shadows need to be. It's very important, trust me. Like, it takes practice though. Like, you're not just gonna know, right? You have to be very observant when it comes to these things, because if you're not observant, it can just look very off. You get me? Like, light, you don't know where the light source is. You have to really pinpoint where light sources are, or else you're just gonna be lost. You're gonna be like, yo, well, I don't know where it's coming from. It's gonna be all over the place. So you gotta know where your light sources are coming from, and that makes things way easier, makes the artwork look much better, makes it pop. So boom. Alright, now a little shadow under the chin area, a little bit under the armpit. Looking nice, looking nice. We want a little bit here on the booty cheek. Alright, a little bit on the booty cheek, because it's showing that the booty is over it. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, alright, boom. So, oops, wrong shade. Yeah, so now that you have this, right, you're gonna want to drop in some darker shades, right? Seeing that there's lightning and all of that kind of stuff, right? You're gonna need a little bit darker shades in certain areas. So I'm gonna do that right here. Just drop it a little bit lower and drop the darker shades right in the middle there. You see that difference. You see, you drop those darker shades in the crevices, like right here on the arm, under here. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Makes it have more depth. You get me? A little bit more depth. Here. You see, you realize that it's not blended out fully, because I'm using a hard brush here, so you're not gonna see the blending just yet. But just patience, my people, patience. Okay, so you put the darker shades under these crevices here to make it more believable. Alright, so I think that's good for the darker shades. Right? Yeah, so from here, you're going to want to blend this out now, right? Because that's what's going to really make it look nice. So what I do is I change the opacity. All right, let's first change it to a soft brush. So it's a regular preset. Photoshop has these brushes, right? So it's a soft brush, right? And make sure you have the pressure sensitivity on if you have a tablet, right? Then now you're gonna change your opacity to like around 47 is good for the flow and the opacity. And you want to go click this, right? This helps blending even better. So now let's show you the magic, the lovely magic. So what you're gonna want to do is while you're blending, you're gonna realize that you have to press down hard. But if you want to select the color that you have here, you just hold Alt, and you can select here. Boom. See, I can decide which color I want to pick easily. Boom. So I pick this darker color here. Start going in here, and boom. Oh my god, you see it start blending in already. Very nice, very nice. And with this, it gives you a more soft skin look. Alright? For the skin. So as you can see, it's blending out pretty well. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. Very nice indeed, fam. So you see, as you can see, you know, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference, you know. And I haven't even dropped in the highlights yet. You get me? The highlights are what's really gonna make it pop. Okay, so boom. What you can also do, I'm gonna test something out. So I have a couple brushes here. Boom, I have this brush. I got it. I don't even know where I got it, but it does have a little texture to it. However, it's not as soft as that brush I was using, but it gives the composition a little more texture, which is what you'd want if you're doing, you know, depends on what you're doing. Like when you're doing skin and stuff like that, you may want a little texture to be displayed. You don't want it to be too softened out, you know. You want a little texture there. So as you can see, it's not as soft. It's more of a rough brush, you know. It's not as easy to blend with this. However, it does give you some texture to your work. But as you can see, the artwork is slowly transforming. Oh yes, look at that. Lovely. So you see, looking nice, very nice. So this process takes time. You get me? Like, you have to take your time, make sure you're doing it properly. But as you can see, it just has amazing results just by changing the opacity to these regular brushes. You get me? Like, you don't even have to use this brush I'm using right here. Like, you can just use a soft brush and get this effect, no problem. So that is one way you can get it done. What I'm gonna do is speed up the process so you guys don't have to watch me going through all of this, right? So I want to speed it up, and then after I'm gonna, you know, show you guys how I do like highlights. Alright. So as you can see, the shading is well put in now. Now we have to put in the lights and the highlights and all of that good stuff. Alright, so now we need to identify where the light is coming from. So as you can see, there are little areas where lightning is on her skin as well as just around her in general. So the lightning I'm gonna have for her is gonna be like a aqua blue, or around that. Yeah, but I'm gonna want to make her skin a little bit lighter in those areas. So where there is light, I'm gonna make it the opacity full, so keep the pressure sensitivity on. And from here I'm gonna put in the lighting here. Alright, this is just general skin tone. That's how it's gonna look when light is hitting it. Alright, so these areas here are where it's gonna get very light. Okay, so boom, got here under the neck, got the chin area. Yes, very nice. The knuckles. So as you can see, I'm just like I'm gonna put like 2 layers of highlights. So this is one, this is her skin tone, and certain areas like here I'm gonna put a little bit of light here, seeing that lightning is gonna be in those areas, and on the booty here, you know what I mean, around booty cheek. Alright, just a tad, and some here as well, these areas here on all these areas, all these tidbits. I'm gonna want to add some on the ribs too, because the lighting here, since the lightning is really close, it's gonna radiate out more. So alright, and her hair is gonna be glowing also, so I need light sources here as well, especially here. Right here on the shoulder. Alright, there's a little bit here and here also. Very nice, lovely. Here too. Okay. Not too much up here because not much. Like on the nose areas here, you're gonna want to add a lot of lighting, because those areas tend to shine the most. If you ever noticed, the nose, the bridge of the nose, all that stuff usually tends to shine bright like a diamond in most cases, you see me? And the cheek area here especially. So right here you're gonna have a lot of shining going on, here also, those areas, and the chin. So just mark those areas, just to remember that those are where most cases the lighting is gonna be, or that's where the light's gonna radiate the most. That's why I say that. Observe, man. Observation. That's what observation does. That's how I know these things. So, okay, boom. Alright, so that's not bad. Then now, I'm going to add the lightning colors. It's going to be like a very light. Yeah, that should be good. Yes. There we go. So you see, I'm gonna add it in small areas. Oops. And then blend it out later. But as you can see, I'm compensating for that lightning that I'm gonna color. Hopefully I don't change the color because I'm not gonna change the color. But yeah. So you're gonna see it start to pop in these areas here. I'm going to even add another highlight, which is like a much white, you know, just to add that extra to it. But I'm adding the blue, as you can see. I'll put a little bit on the elbow here. A little too much. Oops. Okay. Got a lot here. Yeah, so anywhere the light is coming from, just keep that in mind. Still gonna even need some here in these areas, because the light is gonna bounce all over the place. You get me? And you see these shoulder areas are gonna shine the most. I'm telling you, you're gonna shine the most. So alright, so you can see that it's, you know, coming out pretty well. Coming out pretty well. Let's put a little bit on the nose, not too much. I'm gonna want a lot here. And these areas. Yes. Very nice. See? The glow is gonna be up here where the hair is. Alright. Then now go to this area here and start dropping the colors here. As I said, you just know which areas are gonna have the most shine. Booty area is one. It's gonna have the most shine, you get me? So you're gonna want to signify that. Show the lightning where the lightning is coming from. Yes. Looking good so far. I won't lie. Looking good so far. Okay, guys. So that's some of the highlights so far. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a much lighter, like more like a white. You get me? Boom, like a white. And I'm gonna switch to my soft brush. So I'm gonna switch to my soft brush and start dropping in those whites right where light sources are, you know, because that makes it just look like, you know, more believable. So you see, you have the little pinches of white here and there. It makes it look more. And you put it where it's gonna shine. So you see these shoulder areas, it's gonna shine here, it's gonna shine. And here is gonna shine. All of these areas that I am highlighting are gonna really shine. And here as well. And the cheek here. And the bridge of the nose, all of that. The chin, especially. And yeah, now I just need to blend this. Blend all of this together. I'm gonna speed that part up for you guys, so you guys don't have to see me doing this for many hours. But yeah. yes, people. See the end result here. Okay. I tried to put some clouds in the background, but it was just too much. You get me? So I decided to keep it simple. You get me? Make the lights do the talking, make the image do the talking, the black woman in the middle do the talking. You get me? So hope this video is informative for you guys, just to show you how I do my paintings, how I blend, all of that stuff. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, share the video if you know anybody that's interested in learning, and I will see you guys on the next episode. So come on, people.